At least 7 United Nations workers have been killed in Afghanistan during a brutal attack on a UN compound. The death toll is expected to more than double, and if that's the case, it could be the deadliest attack on the UN in the country. The violence was sparked by the burning of the Koran in a US church last month. Here's ABC North America correspondent Jane Cowan.
A scene of chaos in a normally peaceful part of Afghanistan. Protesters, incensed by the burning of the Koran by an obscure church in Florida, stormed the UN compound. The hearts of 2 billion Muslims are burning, says this man. The US is using any means necessary to occupy all Muslim countries. At least one of the dead was reportedly beheaded.
I can confirm, sadly, that UN personnel have been killed. And this was an outrageous and cowardly attack.
Confusion reigned on the ground, but some estimates put the total death toll as high as 20.
From all accounts, it's a fairly substantial number of people who have been killed.
The reaction in the United States was swift. President Barack Obama issuing a statement.
I condemn in the strongest possible terms the attack on the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan.
But one of the preachers involved in the Koran burning, the same man who drew outrage last year by threatening to burn Islam's holy book on the anniversary of the September 11 attacks, was unrepentant.
We are not responsible for their actions. We must take a serious look at Islam. It is a violent religion. It promotes acts of violence.
It doesn't reflect the respect that the people of the United States have towards Islam, and we absolutely reject this kind of religious intolerance.
But the violence in Afghanistan is unsettling, striking in a part of the country recently chosen as one of the first areas for a transition back to Afghan security forces. And they're disturbing images for the US, just as it delves into the Libyan conflict, intervening in a third Muslim country. Jane Cowan, ABC News, Washington.